Everybody in back for my part two of this dog, loose dog, the Labradoodle video. One thing I forgot to say that I want to add to my this dog had the dog that I had is a 4 month old dog. The Labradoodle was 13 months old. It kept jumping on the dog I had. The dog didn't want to play with it. My dog backed away from it, showed some fear of this dog. Like, yikes, this dog trying to jump on me. Let me get out the way. Type shit. My dog's trying to get out the way. You steady letting your dog try to jump on me and my dog, and you're not doing anything about it. A staff member here is laughing about it, thinking it's funny. Ha 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 ha. That shit ain't funny. Now, I'm gonna go on into my next point. When we was out there, we just small talking, and he brought up the other day how I had to go and complain about the people next door. And what he brought up was, now mind you, this dude's worked at other hotels, but this dude has worked at really illegally operated motels and brothels. So he doesn't have a fine understanding. These are people who don't have, they never worked a job before where they had to be professional. They never worked a job before where they had to follow federal laws. So he tried to say how he knew the girl and she's, I guess, party hard and this shit like that before, I guess, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, trying to like make light heart of it. Ha 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 ha, he he he. I'll go along with it. Ha ha ha, he 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 he. And I told to him after I let him finish talking and explaining that um, I didn't really think it was cool, and I don't mind stuff like that when it doesn't directly affect me. Somebody want to party like that hardcore, put them in room number one. Put them on the complete opposite side of me. And if I happen to hear it, I'm not gonna say nothing. Put them in room two. If I happen to hear it, I'm not gonna say nothing. Put them in room three. But what it is that you want to disrespect me by putting them right here next to me. We had this problem before. You did this in the past. When I can go outside at 4:34 in the morning, 4:34 a.m., I can hear you loud and clear as day in my room. In my bathroom. I go outside with my TV on, my air conditioner on, windows closed, door closed. Then I go to the porch. I go outside. I go to the main public sidewalk. I go through the parking lot, through the grass, through the sidewalk into the curb. And I can hear you clear as day. I even recorded that. The camera wasn't picking it up clear as day, but the camera did pick up the noise they made. So yes, other people heard it from my speakerphone. And even when actually I didn't even have it on speakerphone. And I didn't want them to hear me at first, listening and recording. So without having the phone on speakerphone, people on the other end can hear it. So I said, you shouldn't be that loud at 4:30 in the morning. And he made a comment such as, yeah, but look at where you're at. So I told him, I know it used to be crazy up out here, straight cholos. But before Milton took over, after that, Milton pushed this place as it's going to be a family place, a cool place, this, and this, right? Yeah, and if we see anything, let him know. Anything shouldn't be going on, he want to know about it right away. Da, 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 da. Now, I would give him some respect because he fired back with, yeah, he was just putting a sales pitch to get the sale. He didn't want to tell us he really don't give a damn, and then he lose the sale. So, okay, cool. That's very fucked up. But just to let you know how the people he hires these type of people because they're gonna follow his way and his line of thinking, not give a fuck, so to speak. So then he goes in to try to say about like he says, this isn't I can see this was a condo or apartment complex, something like that. And yeah, you can go to your HR housing authority or you can go to human resources about the staff members, but here you don't got that. I'm kind of like boasting about that. That's highly unprofessional, highly unethical. This man is always quoting Christian quotes too. Like, how does that make you look as a Christian? Saying that it's okay for somebody to have wild orgies and drug parties and disturb the silence and peace of another family, another individual slash another family, disturb the peace of a child. You see what I'm saying? It's just not the Christianly thing to say. It's not professional either to justify that. I've been here for the longest. I deserve some peace. I'll give everybody else peace. And he admitted that you just kind of want to like be cool with everybody, treat everybody how you want to be treated. Yeah, and I didn't treat them that way, so I should get the same thing in return. He really didn't have too much to say about that. He said he kind of just got to go with the flow. So he started telling me about when he managed another place and the illegally owned place and operated place and a brothel. And he was like, it was wild over there. He had to break up gangs, and two gangs was fighting to work out of that area and this and this and that. So I told him, like, you don't have anybody there trying to really to have a peaceful time there. That place is known to go there as a party. You don't have a full day rate. You have an hourly rate only. You don't want to give people sheets and other shit. You plan for that place to just be treated as a brothel or a dope house. So therefore, people know when they go over there, it's going to be a little bit rowdier over there, and they're usually going to be in and out. That's no excuse, but I can live with that. Over here, this isn't the same thing, and this isn't how this place was advertised. They wanted to go back how it used to be, even as recent as like a year ago. I told him I understood that, and I know that to be true, but I said this is now and this is then. If he had told me this place was going to be like that, it'd be a different story. And they trying to say it is the same place. He says there's no difference from that place to this place, and that's a lie. There's a major difference from that place to this place. A major difference. There you go again. But he says this place is basically the same as the other place. There's no difference. It's a major, dude. It's a major difference from this place to that place. And with that being said, he went on to say a few more things. Like, you can't, so I had to let him know that in the real world, not in the world that they live in, and I'm going to go into that on another video, but in the real world, hotel, motel, a lodge, an inn, any type of thing like that, apartment, condo, complex, any type of thing like that, families, paying patrons, what, they got a right to a peaceful sleep. They got a right to a hot shower. They got a right to this and this and this. Certain things. And you can't deny them of that because that person is boring and you'd rather have the fun, crazy, orgy, drug, dopehead people. You understand? Yeah. So with that being said, I just wanted to document this. This needs to be uploaded, updated. But this reminded me of a conversation that we had with one of his other staff members. They don't think that this is a business that's open to the public. You're charging people. So you must be courteous and professional at all times. You can't act unprofessional just because you think this place is in a so-so neighborhood or something like that. That's racist within itself. Because I'm in a bad neighborhood or an okay middle-class neighborhood, I don't deserve a peaceful sleep at 4:30 in the morning. And these people started at around or slightly before midnight, I think, or around midnight, and they had no intentions on stopping. Even at the 4:30 mark, they was going on a drug binge and bringing it back here. So he wanted to justify them bad actions. Wanted to go back and forth. He said a few other things that he kind of mumbled and I wasn't too clear on, but but he basically confirmed that Milton don't care. Milton to say anything to get a sale, which a lot of people have accused him of, and they don't care. He didn't want to say nothing, but then he said he's told gangsters to leave at the other place, but he wasn't the one to tell the drug addict orgy girl to leave.